It's rather a wonderful building. It's undergone much alteration, and I'm told by someone who's local, knows the building, that it once was a Methodist Chapel, and then it became a workshop. But as the building's so old, we're not quite certain if it was built as a Methodist chapel. There's certainly indications to show that it had some religious connotations with the arch windows. Just noticed that someone's put in a concrete lintel and they've decorated it with a pipe. Rather lovely little touch. Huge amount of erosion on the brickwork at the end. And the bricks are interesting because some of these are a very light clay. And then, as you can see from the second section, the upper section, these are really intense red brick. Looks as though the corner's been rebuilt, and the door was installed for the practicality of some practical use of the building. So it's very difficult to really identify what its original height was. There's quite a division between the lower part of the building and the upper part. Whatever its history, there's beautiful features on this which identify it as an old property. I would think it must be one of the earliest bricks in this area, and the area is White Pits, and it's in Lincolnshire. Very small. These beautiful cream, whatever, buff colour. Must be more accurate, buff colour. I'm intrigued by the erosion which has occurred on these bricks. Purely through weather, I think, and its position, which is at the top of a hill exposed to the elements. And you can see the annex which is on the back of the building. Let me just raise this and show you that the roof is tiled. Doesn't necessarily mean they're the original, but it indicates perhaps it was re-roofed and that the building itself was particularly old. Just looking here, and that the roof on it, the previous roof, could have been something different. There was introductions of churches in this area around the 1820s, so maybe it was a former building, may have been something other, but was at some time used as a Methodist chapel. But it's just intriguing and interesting to see something which has been restored, then after a period of time has an authenticity about it. Wonderful building. I think it has been rebuilt, and it was probably financially viable to rebuild it, maybe to heighten it, and then utilise it for another purpose. It doesn't mean to say that it's original as conceived, but quite probably it was adapted to serve another purpose, and possibly a religious use, because of the requirements or the investment that was seen worthwhile. Huge amounts of erosion of the bricks. Reinforced.